So we all hopefully know of the Roblox Doors entity Glitch. If you don't already know, Glitch is an entity from Doors that acts as a fail-safe character of sorts. Falling out of the map or breaking a room generation causes Glitch to appear and teleport you. Glitch also plays a role in creating visions, alternate Doors realities that take place in the player's head. In this video, I'll be discussing the possible creator behind Glitch itself, why this creator created Glitch in the first place, and what Glitch will do in response. This whole video stems from the Kringle's Workshop, a Doors vision released in December of 2025, alongside other visions, where Glitch will state this in one of his death screens: "The one who made me doesn't realize my potential." This confirms that Glitch has a creator, but the real question is obviously who. Well, you see, there's a pretty easy way of narrowing this down from all the other characters already in Doors. You see, Doors have three characters called the Architects: Curious Light, Guiding Light, and Mischievous Light, each one with their own role in the world of Doors. Guiding Light guides the players through the main floors and powers items like the Crucifix. Mischievous Light handles modifiers and the entities, while Curious Light mainly resides in the other realms or areas, such as subfloors, where he will speak to those who enter them. These are undoubtedly the strongest characters in Doors as a whole, capable of creating entirely new items or environments, creating barriers, bringing players back from the dead, and more. So it is pretty obvious that one of these three architects created Glitch. But the real question that always comes up is who and why. Why would one of these architects create Glitch in the first place? And what would an architect say if he were to die from Glitch? Well, you see, outside of Glitch's visions, he actually appears in the main floors, most commonly as a failsafe, but an item exists called the Glitch Fragment. This item is absurdly rare. Just to find one Glitch Fragment on a table in the hotel is 1 in 100,000, or a 0.001% chance. To put that into perspective, to have a room with 3 tables in it, and have every table in that room have at least one Glitch Fragment on it, is 1 in 1 quadrillion, or in other words, that is a 1 with 15 zeros following it. If a Roblox Doors developer set up an automated script that generates a new Doors room every single second, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that script would have to run continuously for 31.7 million years before a single room naturally spawned with those 3 Glitch Fragments at the same time. That is insane. Totally insane. That number is so large that it is basically zero, but Doors has a system in place to lower that number drastically. You see, every time a player encounters Glitch, the chance of encountering a Glitch Fragment increases by around 10 times, though this isn't exactly confirmed. So once you find and interact with a Glitch Fragment, and you spawn one of the 3 Glitch entities, and upon dying to them, here's what 2 of the architects say. Guiding Light's message is very odd, because it seems like she doesn't have any idea of what's going on. On the other hand, Curious Light says this. Right off the bat, we can tell that Curious Light can see and sense Glitch's presence, though Guiding Light cannot. This makes sense actually, as Guiding Light is only present in the main floors, such as the hotel and the mines, and only has experience with those specific entities. Curious Light, however, is present on every single floor, meaning he could have much more knowledge about Glitch as a whole, though it is odd that Curious Light has not told Guiding Light about Glitch's existence. It is proven pretty much that Guiding Light and Curious Light know each other, and are aware of each other's existence, but for some reason Curious Light just is not sharing anything at all. I hope you see where I'm heading here. I believe Curious Light is the creator of Glitch for one reason. Well, it's a multiple of reasons, but this is probably the main one. Curious Light is the only architect who could see, sense, and watch Glitch's activities. Because in one of his death screens, Curious Light asked the player if it followed you in. Of course, he would be aware of something that he actually created. Although, since Glitch is not technically a physical being, this proves that Curious Light is way more powerful than the other architects. He can literally observe things that aren't actually real or in his current place. So this leads to my theory that Curious Light created Glitch or did something else to make him. So Curious Light most likely made Glitch as a way for him to monitor and prevent players from breaking the limbo, or reaching areas that they should not be able to reach in general. It is possible that Curious Light is aware of what Glitch is doing, but just isn't acting upon it. Possibly because he thinks that Glitch just isn't that special and that he isn't a major problem in general. But why would Glitch do this in the first place? Why are they trapping the player in visions? I think it is an act of training. In Glitch's death screen dialogues, he constantly claims that they will leave with the player, and that with enough iteration, something will be complete. Though this is all speculation, I believe that Glitch wants to escape the limbo with the player, and possibly make it to the real world or elsewhere, but he can't do it alone, and he needs a vessel, who he can manipulate and carry him throughout doors and escape, or follow the player wherever they go and train them. Now, what do you guys think about this theory? Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.